Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another lovely sunny morning in Western Australia. How are we all doing? So, today's video, once that noise is gone, is going to be all about comparing my life now as it is compared to how it was when I was living back in the UK. So let's get straight into it. Now, enable for you to understand the differences between my life here and my life back in the UK, I need to give you a little bit of background about my life back in the UK. So, I was a truck driver in the UK. I was doing maybe 55 hours a week, and yeah, sometimes staying out in my truck, not very often, but every now and then. So I had quite a busy life. I was trying to fit in long hours, long days, and also trying to work around children and a partner. So there we go. There's a bit of background from how my life looks in the UK. Now, what did this mean? Basically, it meant that I was getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning, between 3 and 4 a.m. most mornings, and I'd be out on the road pretty much all day, and I'll be finishing anywhere between 2 in the afternoon on a really good day, which was quite rare, but mostly finishing around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, long old days, 5 days a week. Come home, have my dinner, spend a bit of time with the children, get them to bed, back to work. Sure, a lot of you people in the UK can probably relate to this. Now, whilst I can't give you a very fair comparison at the moment, as I am only working part-time, as the children are in school 3 days one week and 2 days the next week, so I'm kind of part-time daddy at the moment. It's a little bit hard for me to say if I was working as a truck driver in the UK, the things wouldn't be the same. However, in the UK, I had no choice but to be a truck driver, to pay the bills, to get by, because teachers' wages in the UK wasn't going to pay for everything, wasn't going to pay for the mortgage, wasn't going to pay for the food. Yeah, it just wouldn't do it. Whereas here in Australia, the wage for a teacher is over double of what they get in the UK. So I guess what I'm trying to say with all that said is that the work-life balance here is definitely better. You can work your ass off and earn fantastic money if that's what you're into. That's an option here. Hard work is rewarded in Australia, whereas I don't feel like you get the same rewards in the UK. Don't get me wrong, you work hard enough anywhere, you can make it, but in terms of here to the UK, I'd say it's a lot better in terms of how you can make it. One of the big changes from the UK to here is eating habits. Now, there was nothing stopping me in the UK from eating a bit healthier and watching my weight. Just the simple fact that when I got home from a 12-15 hour shift truck driving, quite honestly, I couldn't be bothered to make myself a lunch. So what do? You go to work, you stop at the services in the UK, and grab yourself something fatty and horrible to eat. So yeah, you quickly put on the pounds. And mental health is one thing that definitely is being improved by moving to Australia. Now in the UK, there's this thing called summertime sadness. It's a real thing. If you don't know about it, then you're lucky. But a lot of people tend to get a little bit depressed during the winter. The irony is it's called summertime sadness. It should be called wintertime sadness, but yeah, you're longing for the summer, so I guess that's why they call it summertime sadness. Yeah, I was someone that suffered from that. The grey, miserable, dark days, raining, cloudy, getting wet every time you go outside the truck, and then having to dry off, and then by the time you dried off, you get out your next place and you just get wet again, so you might as well not bothered. It's definitely something that's helped me with my mental health, is the weather here. Yeah, don't get me wrong, we're coming into winter now, and it does have its good and bad days here as well. But in general, you just feel you're getting the sun, you're getting that vitamin D, and it just seems to be a more chilled, better way of life. Now, a lot of Australians have been saying in my comments that Australia is going the same way as the UK, and that's your opinion, and that's fine. I don't agree, I don't disagree. I haven't been here long enough to make my mind up to see if that's true. However, what I will say is that pretty much everyone here, or every other person at least, seems to be driving around in a 4x4 or a ute if you're Australian. And in the UK, that's just something that's not affordable. So you're definitely a long way behind the UK in terms of affordability. You couldn't afford to run a ute and put fuel in it and insure it and tax it if you're living on just a basic normal wage as a truck driver, or, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can, but it's not going to be comfortable. Now, one of the things that I'm going to say to you guys, this might hit home with a few people, especially those that have moved here. The outdoor life here is great, and I feel like it's so much better for the children. However, it was only the other night my missus was getting a little bit upset and a little bit sad because she misses people back home. So as good as it is for the children to be here and having this outdoorsy life, there's people that have got kids that are the same age as my girls, that are her friends, that she really misses. So do be prepared to miss friends and family more than you possibly think that you would, because it ain't easy. It really is hard. It's one of those things, it's a massive sacrifice that you've got to make. You've just got to weigh up, is it worth it? What do you want from your life? Are you going to stick around for your friends and family, or are you going to take the leap and hopefully make your whole family's life, immediate family's life, better? It wasn't an easy decision. Nobody wants to leave their friends and their family, but sometimes in life we have to make hard decisions, and for me, I feel like my children will have a better life here. I really hope that is true. And one thing I do just want to touch on before I do end the video is when I said about food and having a healthier sort of diet here, that's kind of my choice. I was the one that made those decisions. Now, I'm not saying that the food here is healthier, because there's a lot of food here that is as bad, if not worse. For example, in the UK, we like to put salt on our chips. Here in Australia, they like to put chips on their salt. I don't know why that is. They do love their salt here in Australia. Fair enough. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what your experience is if you have made the move, if your lifestyle compared to the UK, is it better, is it worse? Do you regret it? Don't you regret it? I don't, not yet, but it's still early days, there's still time. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you do get a chance, head over to my Facebook page or my TikTok, Truck It Proud, just search that and you'll find me there. I really haven't been growing those platforms as much as my YouTube, so I should probably start. Thanks for being along for the ride, and I'll see you soon. And a parrot literally just flew across in front of me there. Pretty cool. Anyway, see you later.